Hello everybody, welcome back for episode 5, Environmental Issues. Today we have Anthony Lindo and Megan Roca representing Florida and Georgia. Now, take it away with your wonderful responses.
Thank you, Isra. So we can start off with some icebreakers. Paper or plastic? Anthony, if you want to start first.
This is a very weird icebreaker, as in I would like paper more because I can use it to write. The use of plastic is to incubate things and such, but I guess paper is more efficient in that regard.
I guess I have to say paper as well because plastic isn't as necessary as paper.
Great answers. Okay, which do you prefer? The sea or the jungle?
I would prefer the sea. I'm not too much of a bug man, and the amount of times I've been to a jungle in an international country, even it is way too much for my taking.
I would have to see the sea as well. I myself am a swimmer, so my family and I head to the sea every year or so.
Very cool. Let's move on to the actual questions. As we've witnessed, Republicans seem indifferent about the environment. Do you support the Paris Climate Accords?
Us Republicans know that the environment is very important and that we need to take notice of that. However, we also know the costs of legislation and programs such as the Green New Deal and signing on to agreements such as the Paris Climate Accords. When signing on to these agreements, this could prove very costly, and we would be less in a position to attack the environment than we already will be. And also, to quote Wayne Christian's Texas Railroad Commissioner, he states that there will be a cost of 6.5 million jobs and $3 trillion in economic growth by 2040, and I believe that.
I agree with you. So climate change is definitely an issue, but the Paris Climate Accords is difficult to integrate, and we can't integrate legislation to ensure that countries follow climate regulations. Some countries aren't required to implement the policies in the same way that the United States was required to. And as Anthony stated before, it impacts jobs specifically in the coal and gas industries.
Okay, those are all great points. What are your thoughts on climate change in this current day and age?
I stated before, climate change is very important. However, the U.S. needs to be in a very good position to see to that issue. And coming up with costly plans will put us in a worse position to deal with climate change. We can't have our U.S. economy suffering while attacking climate change, because in that case, with such a horrible economy, how would we be able to fund these programs to even consider to attack climate change?
I agree. So climate change is an issue, but if our economy weakens, how can we tackle these issues and work towards fixing climate change?
Okay, those are great answers. What is your position on access to safe and clean water coming from household faucets?
I, of course, want an increase to access to safe water and clean water, because this threatens citizens internationally. And however, as I'm stating before, I do not want to see a program that requires an increase in taxation for individuals of Americans, because that puts them in a less position to even get access to clean water. We need to make sure that everyone is economically stable in order to enjoy the luxury of clean water.
Exactly what Anthony said. Just to add on, we should also be reinforcing the Clean Water Act, which takes steps to working towards pollution control and protecting our water systems. All households should have access to purified and quality water, and we should be working towards that.
Thank you guys so much for your wonderful responses, and tune in for our next episode, episode 6, where we officially wrap up everything and our Where We Stand series comes to a close. Thank you. Bye.